Hi everybody. Today I'm going to talk about why kennel training or crate training your dog is so important. I'm a firm believer in crate training. Not only does it help me potty train my dogs very quickly and easily, but I travel a lot with my dogs and I want them to be able to rest comfortably and not be stressed out in a kennel. My dogs will travel in a car in a kennel for safety. My guys, when they go to the vet, they may have to be in a kennel, and I don't want them stressing out there. I want them to be relaxed. They go to a groomer, and when they're done being groomed, they wait for me to come pick them up in a kennel. And I also compete in dog sports where often we have to have the dogs kenneled as they wait their turn. So lots of different reasons why I want my dogs to be nice and comfortable and relaxed in a kennel. And it's also just a great, life skill to have. When I go to work, my dogs still go in kennels in the basement. I've got a kennel room in my basement. I live in Nebraska where we get very unpredictable and strong storms, including tornadoes. And if I'm away at work, I already have my dogs secured in my basement level of my house and they're in kennels. So that way I just know while I'm gone, if I can't get home quickly, then they're already in the safest part of my house in case there is a storm. Are we keeping you up? But anyway, a couple of reasons too. I think crate training is awesome because it really helps you potty train your puppy as well. You go from the crate immediately to outside, and if they potty, you reward them. And also, I'm very big on keeping your dog in a kennel when you travel in a car. I am not a fan of dogs being loose in a car. I've seen too many accidents where the dogs are in somebody's lap and they're distracted. I've seen dogs go through a windshield, not only to survive, but then be hit by an oncoming car because they are a projectile through a windshield. And I've seen dogs suffer, horrible injuries in car accidents as well because they are not restrained. So having a dog in a kennel when traveling, and I look for types of kennels that are very safe in a car, such as there's a lot of different brands. If you go do your research, there's a lot of great car kennels, not necessarily wire kennels, but like Roughlin kennels, Vario Cage, Rough Tough kennels, I believe. So do your research there. And my kennels in my car are affixed to the car, like they are strapped down. So if I were to be in an accident, the kennels should not move. They will stay in place. And then let's talk about kennels at home. So when I'm at home, if I have company that comes over, one of my dogs is not a fan of people, so I can put her in her kennel and she's safe and she's not stressed out about things. She's happy to be there. I put a lot of value in a kennel in my young dogs, so that when I leave for work, they may get like a Kong that has frozen yogurt and cream cheese in it. And that's the only time that they will ever see that yummy treat. And so they start to associate this awesome goodie with going into their kennel. And so even when they're puppies, if I'm watching TV and I cannot 100% devote my attention to the puppy, they're just gonna go in a kennel and chew on a bone while I'm on my couch watching TV because I'm not 100% paying attention to my puppy. So it's also very helpful for your vet or for your groomer if your dog has to go anywhere. Instead of a dog stressing out at the vet or the groomer, which can bring about lots more different problems, they can relax quietly at the vet. They don't need to stress out. It's just better for your dog, and your vet appreciates it as well. So having your dog be able to be kenneled in a lot of different situations is a wonderful, wonderful tool. And so let's go take a look at a couple of the kennels that I have, and you can see how my dogs really enjoy being in a kennel, and it's not quite such a big deal for them. All right, guys, go kennel, go kennel. Nice. Good job. As you can see, they understand their words and they know how to get in their kennels. I also feed my guys in their kennels. So it is truly a really nice, happy place for them to be. And again, when I go to work, they are in their kennels, and I have a radio playing. I have a camera down here so I can keep an eye on them during the day if I need to. But they break. Yay! Ready, go Kennels! Yes, I'm going to give you guys a cookie for that. Oh, I dropped it. Good job. So you can see that they definitely know their kennels, and they're not, terrified of being in them. What are you doing? You get back in your kennel. And as you can see here, these are the types of kennels that I have in my car. And this is a Vario cage, but there's lots of different types of car kennels that can be safely installed in a car. And it's hard to see, but these are affixed. They are strapped down to the actual car. So they should really not be going anywhere. And I've got plenty of room here. I can still get into the trunk of my vehicle. And these are a crash tested type of kennel. And I've got a nice bed in there. They've got plenty of ventilation, and it's pretty darn safe for the dog. I travel a lot with my dogs, so I feel very safe having this type of setup in here for my dogs. And there's even a Facebook group out there about dog vehicles and kennel setups, so you can get lots of ideas based on your make and model of car and what types of kennels go best and arrangements. But I am a firm believer in having a nice, safe setup for your dog, and not just letting them ride free in the car. So there are lots of different online resources for crate training your dog. One of my favorites, it is for sport dogs, but you can do this with any dog, regardless if you're going to do agility or whatever. But it's Susan Garrett's Crate Games. It's a fun way of teaching your dog value of the kennel, and they find it really, really fun and enriching, and they don't mind being in a kennel. And she makes it really, really fun as well. So there are a lot of different online resources, but I really like Susan Garrett's Crate Games. And I do that with all of my dogs to help build value in their love for the crate. So make sure you guys check that out if you can.